Now, an on-your-side investigation, a local moose lodge drowning over outrageous water bills that just can't be explained. That group being told to pay up or else. The bills are coming from the Cleveland Water Department.
And Rob, the same department that our investigators have been following for years now, asking for answers after dozens upon dozens of customers complained about out-of-control bills. Well, new tonight at 11 and only on 5, investigator Jonathan Walsh brings us the story of that lodge, a case he's calling one of the most puzzling yet.
The up-and-coming
It's a Sunday morning at the Moose Lodge in Northfield Village. All the money collected by the nonprofit Loyal Order of Moose goes to help many community organizations in our area, at-risk kids at this national school sponsored by the Moose. Local veterans are helped through donations.
So how does that make you feel when you're helping others?
Good. That's why I got involved in this.
Al Shaw is the governor of the lodge in Northfield that's waterlogged with a massive problem.
Do any of these numbers make sense to you?
No.
Bob Adler in the red shirt here is a member of the Moose. He's trying to figure out the lodge's $16,000 water and sewer bill.
I think everybody in the club's reaction was, it's a mistake.
Bob showed us so many questionable readings from their water account, including numerous individual days where there's normal water usage of 200 some odd gallons, but then the next day it jumps to thousands of gallons. Then the day after that, it's back to normal.
These are their numbers pulled off of their website supplied by the water department, and yet they won't look at them.
I gave Cleveland Water the opportunity to go on camera. Water reps decline. They did tell me they don't think there's an error on their part. However, if the unexplainable up and down usage wasn't bad enough,
We went from 215 gallons a day to 25,764 gallons a day.
Bob pointed out that in 2 years, from the end of May in 2013 to June 1st of 2015, the lodge used around 157,000 gallons. But the water department is certain that in a 36-day stretch from August 16th to September 20th of 2015, the lodge somehow used around 920,000 gallons. That's nearly 6 times the amount of the 2 previous years, all in just 36 days. To put it in perspective, an Olympic-sized pool holds 660,000 gallons. There's no pool here.
Bob told me at one point Cleveland Water actually accused the lodge of using nearly 20 gallons of water per minute during that highly questionable 36-day time frame. Let's think about that for a minute. Bob told me at one point that means in the short amount of time it took me to pour that glass of water and tell you about this, the lodge would have used 4 gallons of water.
So you might think after looking at the ridiculous amounts of water attributed to the lodge, the water department would help Moose members that spend their good time and money helping others. Nope. Instead, Cleveland Water sent them a letter threatening a lien on their property if they didn't pay the outrageous bill. It's a long-running response from Cleveland Water that on-your-side investigators have documented. Unexplained large leaks, threats of liens, and questionable customer service. And in this case with the Moose Lodge, Cleveland Water told me the water indicated on the bills went somewhere, and its engineers said that much water could go through the lodge's meter in a short amount of time.
There is no possible way they use that much water.
Jesse Niehez is the mayor of Northfield Village. Bob contacted the mayor about the $16,000 bill. The mayor then turned to his experts.
My engineer did the calculations and he says, Mayor, there is absolutely no way that they used the amount of water that the Cleveland Water Department says they're using.
And the mayor tells me water department issues overflow into the community too. This is a months-long leak on North Plaza Drive.
What are your fears with that?
My fear is, what if the road collapses?
The mayor also told us about a years-long problem with fire hydrants being replaced. He said he calls Cleveland Water only to be told he's on the list.
I'm very frustrated because if I have a fire and a hydrant doesn't work in front of someone's house, how do I explain that? Will we run the list?
What's frustrating to the Moose Lodge as well is that Cleveland Water sent this letter touting a so-called early leak detection warning. Surely a place that uses 100 times the normal amount of water pretty much every day for 36 days would qualify. Well, the water department told me its system did not produce the letter notification. The lodge should have gotten a leak notice, and the department is looking into why its warning system failed in this case.
We just need to get it resolved so we can keep moving on with what we're doing.
After our calls on this case, the water department decided it would test the lodge's water meter for accuracy. Our cameras were there as they took it out. Water reps told me the last time a crew was at the lodge to check things out was last December, and their inspection was from the outside. The water meter is on the inside, so it took them more than 9 months to return.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Water reps told me after testing the meter, there's nothing wrong with it. They haven't had any software problems with meter readings either, and they haven't had any other cases with this massive amount of unexplained water in recent memory. So it's back to square one for the lodge, and instead of being able to focus on just helping people, Moose members are now worrying about water.
I don't know where we're going to get the $16,000. And if we do come up with it, some charitable organizations that are going to suffer in the meantime while we're trying to get that money back. So it's just a sad situation.
I'm on your side investigator, Jonathan Walsh.
Very sad, and so far no lien has been placed on the lodge, and the account is on hold as Cleveland Water examines the problem.